Aibowan, Vanakkam, good evening, Assalamu alaikum. Before I proceed to the vote of thanks, please permit me to talk a few words about my father to all of you. I believe that an individual's dedication towards any cause at all is best known to the closest of him. In my dad's case, I believe that the ethno-religious unity he wants to bring into play is best known to my mother, my sister, and I. I have this vivid memory of my father as a grade 5 student. I remember rushing to him with my report card. He looked at it, and there was just one question he asked me. Loku, what did you get for Sinhala, Tamil, and English? Rest of the scores really didn't matter to my father. Of course, to Mommy, everything mattered. She scrutinized everything closely. As a 10-year-old child, I really didn't understand my dad's fascination for languages. To be honest, I also didn't care. But as I grew up, I realized that still his biggest concern was how I fared in my languages. That's when I realized I should ask him why. One fine day, of course, I got to asking him why. When I did, the answer he gave me is still etched in my heart. He said, darling, the moment you're able to talk in all 3 languages, you become more approachable. A person is comfortable talking to someone in a language they're used to. That way, they can easily share their views, and you can give them your perspective. Being trilingual is an asset many of us don't cherish. His words ring true to date. Being trilingual has given me the opportunity of making many multicultural friends. And in my own sweet way, this has helped me to remove misconceptions from the minds of my close friends. I realized the importance of this the day Dad taught me the importance of being trilingual. Daddy, you really taught us what it meant to be a part and not a part. Thank you for that. Unfortunately, there's this wrong notion about Muslim men subjugating their women. This is extremely contrary to our Prophet, peace be upon him, teachings. He married a renowned entrepreneur and helped her excel in her career during an era in which women were not even given their basic rights. But I'm proud to say that my father followed in the footsteps of our Prophet, peace be upon him, and empowered all 3 women in his life: my mother, my sister, and I. He helped us pursue our career dreams. He was there with us throughout all our achievements. And he was the first person we'll call up even today if we have to make any career decision at all. I feel that it's extremely easy for a person to talk about misconceptions or to write about them. But what is difficult is to sort of eradicate the misconceptions with your conduct itself. And that is what Dad did. He tried to remove the misconceptions about our Muslim community, tirelessly strived for it through his conduct. That is something, as a daughter, I'm really proud of. Thank you, Dad. Thank you very much for showing us how to integrate with all our communities, respect them and value them, and also keep in mind our individuality. Thank you so very much. Now, moving on, I'm delighted to have been given the pleasant duty of delivering the vote of thanks this evening. On behalf of my dad, the organizers, myself, I would like to thank Dr. Dayanjaya Tilaka for his perceptive review and generous endorsement in newspapers, and also for his kind gesture of making his recorded speech available for this event today. We thank him for his erudite observation on the politically sensitive but intellectually rewarding exercise that my father undertook in writing this book. We are also deeply indebted to Mr. Vijayappa for undertaking the publication of this book and also for enlivening this event with his words and distinguished presence. Moreover, we are extremely grateful to Professor Hussein for his social-religious perspectives on the book and the enlightening thoughts that he shared with us. We extend our gratitude to Venerable Moragaswava Vijita for highlighting the importance of removing myths in order to create a united Sri Lanka. Sincere thanks to you, Venerable Sir, for your kind presence. We also thank Venerable Professor Hangurankita Jnanananda for his kind presence amidst us. We are deeply indebted to Dr. Minna Tahir for coordinating with the publisher, the media team, the event organizers of this event. To Ms. Kaushalya Kumarage and her team, we are especially grateful for organizing this event during such challenging times with patience, perseverance, and extreme attention to detail. We sincerely thank the media team for their excellent promotional content designed just for this event. Now, we would like to thank the most important person behind my father's success. Thank you, Mama. You are the wings beneath Daddy's. In spite of your busy schedule, you have been involved in each step of this book, from helping with the edits, proofreading, and organizing the launch. This event would not have been possible without your constant support. Last but not least, I thank all you distinguished invitees and well-wishers for your kind presence this evening, despite the many challenges we face today and your busy schedules. Once again, I thank you all for your attention. Thank you very much.